Welcome back everybody, Pony Lawson here. This week we're going to be going over even more TikTok tattoos. Last time we did stupid tattoos, this week we're going to be doing dumb tattoos. I know, where do we come up with such original content? But I know you guys like looking at them and I like reviewing them. So let's not waste any more time and get right into it. All right, this one says, what is your dumbest tattoo? Let's check it out. Oh man, this is great. Flat Earth frog with a Bush did 9/11 sign. This one cracks me up. Oh, I think the frog is wearing a tinfoil hat, which makes this tattoo even greater. I don't know if this is a dumb tattoo or if this is something I would probably get. This one is also funny. Obviously, it's not done that well at all. It looks like an at-home tattoo, but it's an eagle carrying a seagull on top of a beagle.
The beagle has a bagel.
Is that what that is?
Holding a seagull, holding a beagle, holding a bagel. What is it?
And the beagle's got a bagel. This one takes the cake. Or bagels. Obviously, this isn't the most well-done tattoo, but these kind of tattoos crack me up. And I think these tattoos are great just for the memories that they have and, they tell a story, and I think a lot of people will laugh at these. Next! Okay, I have more dumb tattoos than I could ever remember. From Steve-O. This time he went to Thailand and he got the same tattoo as Angelina Jolie. From this old dude that had this long skewer. That's hilarious. And he was just like poking me with that. Everybody in the van just starts cracking up over how it would be way funnier to get Angelina Billy Bob tattoo. No way did he get Billy Bob's tattoo when she was married to Billy Bob Thornton. I remember that thing. Yeah, of course. No way he actually went and got Billy Bob's tattoo. The same exact tattoo as Angelina Jolie, the Billy Bob on his arm. That's hilarious. With the same style Asian lettering and all. That one cracks me up. I wonder how she feels about that. Oh, I think she's gotten it covered up since then. I think. I hope so. That hand poking really didn't heal up all that well. You can tell the entire right side is blown out. Granted, I know it's probably pretty old, but it just kind of shows you that as technology progresses, so do our tattoos. And of course, Steve-O is known for having a collection of terrible tattoos. And I remember back in the day when he got the Yeah Dude tattoo on his back. That was the funniest thing in the world to me. And he was really kind of pushing the boundaries on what stupid tattoos really could be. Because I mean, who else is doing that? Getting a portrait of themselves on themselves. And then he went and got the off-road tattoo from Jeff Tremaine of a smiley face, which was hilariously dumb. And who can forget the Your Name on his ass? He started such a big trend of people going and copying that exact same tattoo. So Steve-O really has done quite a bit for the ignorant tattoo style. I think it would actually be really funny if we did an entire episode breaking down Steve-O's tattoos. If that's something you guys would like to see, let me know below. Let's see what else we got. All right, since everyone thought my last head tattoo was dumb, I went and got another one. Oh boy. All right, he's shaving his head. He's got something under there, some kind of lettering. I can't really tell what it says yet. Oh, and a crown of thorns and a brand new Mary. And I don't think this tattoo's that dumb. You know, I know a lot of people that have a Mary on their forehead, like Travis Barker, who wears it very well. And this one doesn't look bad either. I think the nice crown of thorns kind of ties it all together, where the Mary's sitting nice and in the middle. And it's really not a poorly done tattoo at all. It's got the Sacred Heart on his arm, so obviously he's a bit religious. But I do notice he's also got the Playboy bunny on his cheek. So he's got a Sacred Heart on his arm. He's got a crown of thorns on his hand and a crown of thorns on his head, as well as a cross on his cheek. But what throws me all off is this Playboy bunny on the left side of his face. Maybe he's hoping when he gets to the pearly gates that they kind of look past that Playboy bunny tattoo and notice all the religious stuff and say, hey, come on in. But overall, it's really not a bad tattoo, and you could always cover it up with your hair if you do end up changing teams.
I'm sorry, I just can't do this today.
Amen. All right, next up, oh, we've got a butt. And what did that say?
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
Well, I'm unfamiliar with this meme or audio clip. Never heard of it in my life, but I don't know how well this tattoo is gonna age, to be honest, because I don't know how many people are gonna remember this audio clip 20 years from now. Not that it matters. The lines look like they're in there great, but I don't know, it doesn't look like she has many other tattoos, and obviously I'm a huge fan of joke tattoos. I just don't know how you're gonna feel about that in the future. I wonder what your next tattoo would be.
I like turtles.
All right, next cost me 3 hours of my life and $45 to Amazon. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I expected. That spoon is terrible. It looks like there's like food residue left on it or other substances. Jesus, I mean that is one rough tattoo. This is why you don't randomly buy Amazon tattoo kits, people, because tattooing is a lot harder than it looks. The hand is jacked, the spoon is jacked, the outlet's jacked, it's all jacked. Yeah, I mean, that's taking up a lot of real estate too, so good luck with that cover up in the future. My suggestion would be to don't do that anymore. All right, so this is one of those artists that kind of specialize in dumb tattoos. Well, the snowman looks like it's melted, so I mean, good job there. That one doesn't look terrible. The shopping cart, obviously the lines are not supposed to be connecting, you can kind of tell, but again, the lines aren't that great. And the ghosts, of course, also kind of fit that style. Not good, just kind of a silly idea. All right, this one cracks me up. It's a literal tattoo of a tattooer tattooing his own leg, and the photo is the tattooer tattooing that tattoo. Did I explain that right? And if you zoom into the actual tattoo itself, you see another tattoo of a tattooer tattooing his knee. This thing just goes and goes and goes. And this last one says, no regret, only spaghetti. That's my life motto. So this is something I see a lot on TikTok or Instagram. You have these tattoo artists kind of specializing in bad tattoos. But I'm not really sure how you can specialize in bad tattoos if you're not even capable of making a decent tattoo. Just being a bad tattooer without making any decent tattoos doesn't make you a specialist in bad tattoos. That just means you do bad tattoos. That would be like saying I specialize in not knowing how to catch footballs, when in reality, I just don't know how to catch a football. Let's see what's next.
Let's take a look at some ridiculous ass tattoos that I can't believe people paid for.
Is that what I think it is? Oh no, it's a sock. I thought it was something that rhymes with sock. Well, this guy's got some socks. Oh my God, my tattoo's on there. No way. My tattoo's a dumb tattoo? I cannot believe it's on there. Unbelievable. What does she have to say about it?
Okay, the quality here is top notch. They did a good portrait of Ron Jeremy. Abner's old man would be proud of it, but it's gotta be a no for me. No, not a convicted sex offender, sorry.
Well, she said she likes the quality of the tattoo, so there's that. And this was before the allegation. Well, I guess that just goes to show you should probably be pretty careful before getting somebody who's still alive face tattooed on you. And there's a lot of really cool dead people out there. Okay. Speaking of socks, we've got somebody with a pair of shoes. I mean, these are all going together hand in hand so swimmingly. I probably would have colored this one in though, because the skin tone just really throws me off. The shoe's all veiny, makes me feel gross, especially with the front of his toes peeking out like that. Well, I don't like it. I'm sure that had to hurt like hell though, and that's probably why they didn't fill it in. Yo, old man Ronald's packing some French fries. Man, this would have been so much better if they were curly fries. Old Baywatch Ronnie's ripped. And I probably would have went with a super size instead of these small fries, but hey, that's just me. But yeah, those were some good ones. Let's see what's next. All right, I don't know who Bandman Kivo is, but he's not making some great life decisions. He's got a picture of Pablo Escobar on his arm, who is probably not the best person to have tattooed on you. And you've also got a White Lives Matter tattoo on your wrist. I mean, and that's in such a prominent spot too. It's right on your wrist, right on the top of your wrist at that. You're not really hiding that from anybody. But when it comes to the white in this dark skin like that, I highly doubt that white is gonna stay white like that. Most of that's gonna fade out. A lot of times it can actually turn a little light brown. So that alone isn't gonna help this tattoo out at all. I'm guessing this person was probably on the Kanye train when he did this. I wonder how he feels about that now, or if he's got a DEFCON 3 tattoo on his forehead. Either way, not the best idea and probably one of the dumber tattoos I've seen. Next, a tattoo everyone should get this year. Okay, I've seen this one done a million times. I'm not the biggest fan of this one because to me they kind of just look like tree branches or cracks in the sidewalk. You're not really getting the effect of lightning because lightning is supposed to be very bright and white, and this is just the polar opposite. If I were to do realistic lightning, I would have shading on the outside of the bolt. That way the bolt itself has a glow to it. I can see why these are trendy just because there's not a whole lot of thought put into it and they kind of make you look hard, I guess. I would almost consider this the new age tribal, to be honest. I think people will look back on this tattoo in 15 years and wonder why they did something so stupid. It's also just very veiny, or it almost reminds me of Venom from Spider-Man. Anyway, not really a tattoo I'd get. This is hilarious. There are a lot of viewers that think that this baby is actually getting tattooed, but these parents are just allowing their baby to be part of the process by getting a stencil on them, which is completely harmless. This is something I see a lot of. Some tattooers will Sharpie marker on kids to make them feel like they're actually getting tattooed. It's something I wouldn't really hate on. But if you need to be told, don't tattoo your baby. All right, the top 5 stupidest celebrity tattoos. Chris Brown's Air Jordan. I actually like this tattoo a lot. Now, I'm not sure how it healed up being on the face and being so small, but as it sits right now with this picture, I think this is a fantastic tattoo. Riff Raff's MTV tattoo. Not the most well done, but again, I can appreciate this one. I think it's cool. I love the lettering above it and below it. I also love his Bart Simpson on his chest and the BET tattoo. He's got a collection of great ones. T-Pain's You Don't Have to Like Me tattoo. I think that one's kind of dumb. Anything that has like a Facebook feel to it, I'm not into it. That thing just looks like a blowout waiting to happen. So for me, dislike. The OG burr on Gucci Mane's face. I remember when he got this thing, it made headlines everywhere. Because at this time, not a whole lot of rappers had face tattoos. This is before the SoundCloud epidemic. Yeah, and I know this thing washed out a lot. I don't think any of that color held. Yep, exactly as we see here. Most of that color fell out. This is also why it's very important to add black shading to your tattoos. Because when that color does fall out or fade, you have something to at least fall back on. You have some kind of good structure to keep it together. All right, Izzy Azalea's finger tattoos that say, "Live, Love, ASAP." Not the best idea, clearly, because she ended up covering it with bandages and I think ended up putting an X through it, if I'm not mistaken. And finger tattoos on the side just aren't that great of an idea to begin with. In that spot in particular, the ink doesn't really like to hold that well unless you specialize in lettering on the fingers. So luckily in her case, that ASAP might fade off. But since she now has a cross over it, she might have to wait a little longer. It's unfortunate, but it's just how it goes when you put a lover's name on your body. It's the curse. Perfect example, Nick Cannon right here with Mariah's name on the top of his back. I'd like to see if he could fit all of his kids' names on there. What has he got, 1930? And he got it covered up with a giant crucifix. I probably would have left Mariah's name though. Well, if you took anything home from this video today, I hope it's that if you get a bad tattoo, to at least make it funny. Because you don't want to end up with a bad tattoo that gets no reactions. You want to at least get a laugh out of it. And if you guys like looking at these dumb tattoos as much as I do, please hit that subscribe button because there's going to be plenty more in the future. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me, and as always, I will see you all next week.